Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Is it too loud, the music? I might be a little bit. I don't know. Whatever. Dude, my microphone stinks, man. Unless I'm talking like right into it, it doesn't pick up anything. Alright. We definitely lowered it even more. How you feeling, Omar? Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Cream the crop. Oh, let me tell you. Thank you, Omar. You're a good friend.
He's a two-time Hall of Famer ready to make a little noise.
Hi, Omar. Who's in my stream? It says I have 2. I invited Ricks, but he don't come. Let me see who else I can invite.
I certainly hope this superstar was prepared to step to the Macho Man's challenge, because you cannot show fear against Randy Savage.
All right, X-Pac. Wait, who's DDG now? If my stream goes out, remember it's my repeater, and I'm gonna have to redo it. So just don't wait.
Introducing the challenger from Sarasota, Florida.
Or I may have to resend it. Hopefully that doesn't happen.
39 pounds, Macho Man
I see, Omar.
Remember, guys, this represents all of
Yeah, but why do we care about this, Omar? Is he like a popular? Is he a popular influencer? Yeah, Omar, I don't really care about other people's lives too much anymore, Omar. Like I got my own issues, Omar. You know what I mean? I gotta pay for my car and all these things.
some truly great talents that held that championship.
Not that I. Yeah, this is so stupid, Omar. You gotta, Omar. This social media stuff is really out of control, Omar. Like TikTok and all this stuff. You're gonna see as you get older. You're not gonna like it as much, believe me.
Macho Man's energy has to be one of his greatest assets. Corey,
It's toxic, man.
keep up with the madness. Well, Cole, Savage is always at an 11. So there's really no keeping up with that. But there is slowing him down. Disrupting
Yeah, okay, yeah, because it supports the Me Too movement. That's why.
the Macho Man. Oh, he cuts it off.
All right, Omar. Omar. All the women that say that are gonna be unmarried women, Omar.
Elbow drop. Piercing.
Who's want to marry a woman like that? Not me.
Oh. Catches the kick. Spectacular counter into a dragon screw.
And statistics show this is why marriages don't happen as much.
Finds a counter for X-Pac. Boom. Some damage being dealt to the champ.
If the Macho Man can produce more of that, it might get the job done.
And into the corner he goes. Just using their foot as a weapon. Boot right to the throat.
Look, I'm not defending him. I don't know if he's a piece of crap. Honestly, I don't really know Omar if he's like a stupid person. What I'm saying is everybody has an opinion, but they don't know anything. You know what the Bible says about that, right? In the book of Job, right? In the book of Job, when Job is questioning God with everything, and God finally answers him in chapter 38, right? God says, "Who is this who darkens my counsel with words without knowledge?" I love that saying. Okay, so when you see these stupid TikTok girls talking about a situation that they were not a part of, okay? I don't care about pictures. I don't care about videos. They were not a part of it. They were not living there. They were not around this couple 24/7. Whether the guy is guilty or the girl is guilty, all I'm saying is it could be very well that both of them are toxic. They darken counsel with words without knowledge. What does that mean, Omar? Break it down. Who are you to darken my counsel with words without knowledge? What does that mean to you?
Measure stomp right to the gut. Oh, and the chest as well.
X-Pac heading way up top. Flying. Misses big time. Gets the reversal. What a counter. Misses the target. Using the knee. Macho Man weathering a storm here. This is what happens when you slow Savage down. It's hard to go to 11 when your whole tempo has been disrupted. Champ really feeling the effects of this match now.
That's an example of what makes the Macho Man so devastating. Every hit was like a haymaker.
Elbow drop. Piercing.
Working to neutralize that all.
No. Well, no. Well, let me get my Bible. I'm gonna get my Bible, Omar. Omar. Omar, I want you to go to the book of Job. Actually, I'll give you the verse to look up on go on chat GPT or whatever you want to, to get. Sometimes chat GPT is good for just pulling up verses. All right, so I want you to, okay, Job chapter 38, ESV full chapter. Get the chat GPT to pull it up. Or I mean, you could Google too, whatever, but it's probably better just to get the chat GPT to do it. And I'll read it online, and you can read it with me. You don't have, yeah, yeah. You don't have to copy and paste it in the stream. I just want you to, follow along when I say it. And just keep in mind that the book of Job, if you could Google this, right? Google when was the book of Job, when was the manuscript of the book of Job written, and see what it says on Google. Don't do it on ChatGPT because it's gonna miss you. It's gonna mess up the whole thing. Just go on Google and say, when was the book of Job written? You could paste it. You could tell me in the stream because I'm pretty sure I know, but okay. 540. No, wait. What is? You're not putting the B. What is that? What is that? BCE. You're not putting the You're not putting the. Uh, what am I trying to say? You're not putting the time, the year period, like, you know what I mean, like, okay, BCE, okay, all right, so 504. Let's just. I feel like it's older than that. I've heard accounts where it could be up to like 1200 BCE. It's one of the oldest books. But let's just, okay, for the benefit of the doubt, 540 BCE. That would be roughly, yeah, like 20, almost 2600 years ago, okay? So we're talking about, we live in 2025. This would be almost 2600 years ago this was written, okay? So remember the context why it was written so long ago was because at the time, okay, they didn't have the same technologies. They didn't have smartphones and microprocessors and circuit boards and all that stuff, right? So God had to speak to people in layman terms of what was going on in that Persian period, I guess you could say, right? So I'm going to read. You following along? All right. Follow along now. Chapter 38. The Lord answers Job. Now, Job was questioning God because he was suffering quite a bit, and he wanted to know, like, why, and because he was a pretty righteous man. So it goes, so the Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind and said, who is this that darkens counsel by words without knowledge? Wow. I love that verse. That is one of my favorite verses in the Bible. Who is this that darkens counsel by words without knowledge? All right, what the Lord is telling Job is like, Do you know anything you're speaking of? Right? Do you know anything that's what the Lord is saying. Do you know anything you're speaking of, right? So now verse 3 says, the Lord tells Job, dress for action like a man. I will question you and you make it known to me. Where were you when I laid the foundation of the earth? And we could say this to any human being, right? Any person that believes in, let's say, evolutions and things that we think we know everything. This is what God said. Where were you when I laid the foundation of the earth? Tell me if you have understanding. So God is being sarcastic in a sense. God is like telling Job, really, tell me. You know everything, right? You have knowledge of everything. Words with knowledge, right? This is what that's why the Lord says, like, who are you that darkens counsel words without knowledge? Well, Job, if you have all this knowledge, tell me if you have understanding. And then verse 5 says, who determined its measurements? Surely you know. Think about what that means, Omar. Who determined its measurements? You know what that means? What does that mean if we look in today's spectrum? We live planet Earth is in the Goldilocks zone of the Milky Way. Just right for life, okay? Our atmosphere is rich in oxygen and nitrogen and helium and all that stuff. We have certain gases in our atmosphere, CO2 and all this stuff. The CO2 feeds plants, oxygen feeds us. Everything is just right. That's the measurements, okay? But back then, the reason why the Lord is saying measurements is because, the understanding was different back then. So measurements is more considered like, like mathematical measurements, like to build something, like a boat or something. But that's what the Lord is saying. So now we can go into even the rest of verse 5. It says, who stretched the line upon it? Verse 6, on what were its bases sunk, or who laid its cornerstone? When the morning stars sang together and all the sons of God shouted for joy. Or who shut in the sea with doors when it burst out from the womb? Okay? So God is using layman terms to explain how the oceans is almost like a childbirth in a way. Because why does the coast stop at the coast? Why do waves stop where they are? Why? Right? Well, you could say, well, that's why we have a moon. Right? A moon kind of affects the tidal waves and stuff. But why does even Earth have a moon to begin with? Okay? Venus don't have a moon. We see how a lot of planets other than the gas giants really don't have moons. Earth does not. One could argue, I think Mars has 2 moons that are very small. But Earth has a moon that's around 1/4 the size of Earth itself, which is crazy to me. So let's keep going. Verse 9, the Lord is saying, when I made clouds its garment and thick darkness its swaddling band. So basically saying, like, Job, can you explain how the atmosphere can capture clouds? Why? How does the atmosphere trap the moisture into the sky, right? How does it do that? Like, the Lord is trying to ask Job, like, do you know these things? Then it goes, 10, and prescribed limits for it, and set bars and doors. That's the laws of physics right there, Omar. Okay? So, verse 10, when the Lord says, and prescribed limits for it. Think about the limits of gravity. Think about the limits of the speed of light. Think about all these type of limits, okay? All right? And set bars and doors. So this is God speaking 2,600 years ago to Job in a language that Job can understand for someone who lived in that Persian period of time, basically saying that, did you set the laws of physics, Job? Right, Omar? We live by laws of physics, right? Like, you know that. You go to school. So now we go to verse 11, and said, thus far shall you come and no farther, and here shall your proud waves be stayed. So he's talking about the coastline. God is talking about, did you set the coasts? Did you set the waves? Do you do this? 12, have you commanded the morning since your days began? So he's like basically telling you, like, Omar, do you tell the sun to rise when it rises? Do you tell the earth to spin on its axis? Do you tell the earth to orbit the sun in 365 days or whatever? Do you give the earth its 24-hour access? Do you do this, Job? Please tell me, since you know everything. But no, Job, you darken counsel with words without knowledge. Again, goes back to the first verse. So now we go into uh, verse 12 still, and cause the dawn to know its place. That means, why does the night always set? Why does the sun set at the same time, in a sense, right? Whether it's a little off, depending on the seasons, but it's relatively the same. Why? Everything, what this is basically saying, okay, and this is even a lot of atheists will even say, like, you'll have some atheist viewpoints that will say the fine tuning of everything in the cosmology of the universe, the fine tuning is so precise that it makes you really wonder, like, whether you believe in God or not. I'm a Christian, but I'm saying even the most staunch atheists have to realize and bend the knee at the fine tuning of life. And this is why of the universe, of the laws of physics, of molecular structures, and all these different things, right? When you go into biology and everything. So now we go into verse 13. That it might take hold of the skirts of the earth and the wicked be shaken out of it. It is changed like clay under the seal, and its features stand out like a garment. From the wicked their light is withheld, and their uplifted arm is broken. Have you entered into the springs of the sea, or walked in the recesses of the deep? So God is letting Job know, like, and remember, at that time, nobody was going, underwater like that. Maybe now with submarines we do stuff like that, but God is letting Job know, like, did you do these things? Do you know what the bottom of the ocean looks like, Job, since you know everything? Heck, Job, if you don't even know what the bottom of the oceans look like, do you even know what the bottom of the springs look like, which are far shallower? Like, you don't even know that. And you're going to act like you know the bottom of the deepest parts of the ocean? Then in verse 17, this is really interesting. Have the gates of death been revealed to you? Or have you seen the gates of deep darkness? So now this is where God is getting outside of the laws of physics. And he's saying, let's go a step further. Let's go a step further, Job. Do you understand, since you darken my counsel with words without knowledge, do you understand what death is? What happens when you die? Do you understand that, Job? Do you really understand what happens when you die? And Job's like, I don't know. So now we go into verse 18. Have you comprehended the expanse of the earth? Declare if you know all this. God is literally putting Job to the test. He's saying, declare it. If you know all this, Job, let me know. Go ahead, Job. You're so smart. You're so wise. Let me know. This is why when I'm telling you about the TikTok stuff, Omar, they don't. You're listening to nonsense there because they don't truly understand what's going on with anything. They're going to talk about drama of somebody's personal life. At the end of the day, I care more about, like, why we're here on this planet sometimes than I do about, like, a couple's drama. I hate to say an influencer. Like, that doesn't bother me. But I'm just trying to let you know how deep life is, man. This was written 2,600 years ago. So now, 19. Where is the way to the dwelling of light? And where is the place of darkness? So, you know what that means, Omar? Verse 19. Where is the way to the dwelling of light, and where is the place of darkness? So now this is God telling Job, saying, tell me the way to heaven. Right? That's the way of the light, heaven. Tell me the way of, how do you get to heaven, Job? Since he's saying, if you look at the previous verse, it says, verse 17, have the gates of death been revealed to you? Or have you seen the gates of deep darkness? So then if you look at verse 19, where is the way to the dwelling of light? Job, tell me, Job. Show me the path to heaven. And then the Lord tells him, you know what? Better yet, show me the path to Sheol, to hell. Show me the path to hell. You don't even know the path to hell. You don't know the path to heaven. You don't know the path to hell. You are literally living in this earth and you don't know anything. You're confounded by the limits that I, the Lord, set, which is the laws of physics and all that stuff, but you don't even know anything. You can't even explain the limits that I set. How are you going to explain after that? And this is basically what Jesus Christ told Nicodemus when he said, if you cannot understand earthly things, how can one understand heavenly things? It makes sense, Omar? I mean, I could keep going. You want me to keep going? I don't know if your grandpa's still listening. Hello, Grandpa. All right. All right, let's keep going then. All right, so we're going to go to verse 20. He said, this is the Lord telling Job, that you may take to it, thank you, Grandpa, that you may take to its territory and that you may discern the paths to its home. You know, for you were born then. See how the Lord is being sarcastic to Job? In verse 21, he says, you know, right? Right? Like basically saying, you know, for you were born then, and the number of your days is great. The Lord is, see, this is why I love this chapter. This is why I love this chapter, Omar, because Job is literally the Lord is literally telling Job, like, you know these things, right, Job? Your number of your days is great. That means that you're like what? You're eternal, right, Job? You are so eternal that you know all these things. Like the Lord is actually being sarcastic, which I think I would tell Grandpa that I definitely would like to be one day. I'm thinking about going to seminary school again, but I mean to go to seminary school, to go to college again and go to seminary school. But you know, we'll see. Um, anyway, now we got verse 22. Have you entered the storehouses of the snow, or have you seen the storehouses of the hail, which I have reserved for the time of trouble, for the day of battle and war? Very interesting, right? When you think about that verse right there, think about like when I think about that verse, I think about like World War II when Germany was about to invade Moscow and they were caught in the snow, and that's what kind of ruined the whole invasion, right? And you almost get a little picture of that in verse 22 and 23. Then you have verse 24. What is the way to the place where the light is distributed and where the east wind is scattered upon the earth? So God is basically saying, like, do you know the way that the wind is coming? You don't even know that. And then in verse 24, he's saying, can you tell me where the light's coming from? Do you even know that? And then 25 says, who has cleft the channel for the torrents of rain and a way for the thunderbolt? So God is even going as far to say, can you explain lightning? What do you think of this lightning when lightning comes about? Can you remember, this is 2,600 years ago. This is blowing Job's mind. This is where Job is realizing he doesn't know much. 26, to bring rain on a land where no man is, on the desert in which there is no man, to satisfy the waste and desolate land, and to make the ground sprout with grass. So now God is saying, can you explain how grass even comes about? Photosynthesis and all these different things, right? Can you explain how a little tiny seed can grow a plant and crops, right? In a sense. Verse 28, has the rain a father, or who has begotten the drops of dew? From whose womb did the ice come forth, and who has given birth to the frost of heaven? So when he says who has given birth to the frost of heaven, I think it has to do with high altitudes where it gets colder. When you get higher in the, when you go up either a mountain or you build up high above sea level, the heavens start to get frost, right? That's a sense of basically saying, can you, now this is This is, again, the Lord telling someone from 2,600 years ago, can you explain why it gets colder the higher the altitude is, Job? So God is really curb stomping. He's dropping the pipe bomb on Job here, Omar. He's literally, he's breaking it down so much. Like, Job, can you tell me these things? I'm gonna keep, and this goes on for like 4 chapters. I'm just gonna read this one chapter here, but just to show you, this goes on. It's one of the best breakdowns you'll ever hear. So then it goes, verse 30. The waters become hard like stone, and the face of the deep is frozen. Can you bind, verse 31, can you bind the chains of the Pleiades or loose the cords of Orion? Now we're going into star systems right there. Okay, this is 2,600 years ago. The Pleiades star system and even the belt of Orion, it were real things, okay? And they're still real things. And I'm pretty sure if the pyramids of Egypt will line up with the belt of Orion or something. You could look that up. But what I'm saying, what the Lord's saying is, can you explain how the star systems of the Pleiades star system was formed, or the Orion? Like, so God is going even into outer space at this point. Then it goes, 32. Can you lead forth the Mazzaroth in their season, or can you guide the bear with its children? So you ever see, Omar, like when bears are walking around, like the mother bear with her cubs and everything? The Lord is asking Job, can you explain why that is? Why does the cubs follow the mother bear? Instinctually. I mean, they're not human. Why do they instinctually have love for their mother bear? Why, as I, the Lord, put this in the DNA that these baby bear cubs are going to follow their mother? Why is that there, Job? Can you tell me? Job has no answer again, right? Still has no answer yet. Verse 33. Do you know the ordinances of the heavens? Now, what are the heavens, Omar? The heavens are. I'm sorry. I'm just reading Job chapter 38 here to my friend. Then I'll get back into the wrestling game. So verse 33 says, "Do you know the ordinances of the heavens?" Now, the heavens are considered the atmosphere, right? The 3 heavens that we know of is considered our atmosphere. Then space, and then there would be the heavenly kingdom, I guess. The last of the 3 heavens would be outside of the laws of physics. So now the Lord tells Job, can you establish their rule on earth? So basically God is saying, can you give me what's outside of our planet Earth, and could you establish how that works on the planet? Can't do that, right? So then you have verse 34. Can you lift up your voice to the clouds, that a flood of waters may cover you? Basically saying, can you cause it to rain? Can you send forth lightnings that they may go and say to you, here we are? So this, again, 2,600 years ago. This is a curb stomp, a pipe bomb. This is the Lord dropping a pipe bomb on Job. All going back to verse 1 of chapter 38. Then the Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind and said, who is this that darkens counsel by words without knowledge? Okay, I'm going to stop there. But it goes to show you that as human beings, we don't know anything, dude. Like, honestly, there's so many things we don't know, dude. Like, we don't know what gravity is. There's still people that are still trying to break down gravity. It's gravity waves or gravitons. Most people say it's gravity waves. I kind of lean on that. But we don't know what dark matter is. We don't know why there's impossible galaxies popping up with the James Webb Telescope. We just don't know crap, okay? There's a fine-tuning to life and a fine-tuning to everything that we don't know. We don't know. Why does photosynthesis happen? Why does UV, ultraviolet rays of the sun, which are detrimental to everything? It can cause skin cancer. It will it'll fade out the paint on your car. It's pretty detrimental. Ultraviolet rays. It's radiation. That's good, Omar. At least you're learning good stuff in school, at least. But yeah. So ultraviolet rays are detrimental. Okay. So whenever you see like those weird tests that they used to do in the early 2000s about rich in amino acids because they decided to create what's the term they tried to like recreate like a Big Bang scenario, they like a primordial soup. One thing that they never like to add in what they do in those tests, they don't add oxygen and they don't add UV rays. Okay? Because if they add those two things, the rich in amino acids break down. You're not going to even get that. Okay? You won't even get the building blocks of life if you add ultraviolet rays and you add oxygen. Okay? So now a plant, a little tiny seed that has the DNA already fine tuned into it to grow into a redwood or something, that tree utilizes ultraviolet harmful rays and turns it into energy. What do we call that energy? Glucose. Okay, glucose. That's the energy. Sugar, right? That is the energy. Glucose is what comes from that. What is the process? Photosynthesis. Can we even explain how that works? We can kind of explain it, right? We can kind of go into how photosynthesis works, but can we explain why? Why? Why do plants utilize photosynthesis? A harmful. Think about it this way, Omar. A car is designed, and a car uses gasoline, a volatile substance, to ignite a carburetor or a fuel injector. Will use the gasoline to get the gears in motion to power your car, the engine, right? That's a minuscule scale of why photosynthesis happens. Same thing. Harmful ultraviolet rays turns into photosynthesis, which is the process, and glucose is the gasoline in a sense, right? No, the gasoline would be the UV rays. Glucose would be the engine, and photosynthesis would be like the fuel injector. That is on such a deeper one cell and one strand of DNA that can break down that process of photosynthesis is more complex than any car or jet we can build with us designing a crude object to take gasoline or fuel. Do you understand? And this is where science, even the most staunch atheists like Neil deGrasse Tyson or maybe Richard Dawkins, they sometimes will kind of bend the knee to the fine tuning argument of life and why things are. So that's all I got to say about this. Let's get back to wrestling now. That's the end of my sermon.
This is troubling. Can only hold on for so long now.
Randy Savage bringing the madness.
Things can get grim in a hurry if X-Pac doesn't turn this around. Spiked him. Sky's the limit and space is the place.
I probably chased away the other wrestling people. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate it. I was just going over Job. It's one of my favorite chapters in the Bible, and it was written very long ago, and it's really cool how it's written. Let's take a look at it. It's a good chapter, dude. You're gonna once chapter 38. I mean, good book of the Bible. Once chapter 38 kicks in, it's like one of the best promo. Dude, if you want to think of it in a wrestling promo way, like it's literally like the pipe bomb. It's the pipe bomb promo. It's like God basically letting you know, like you're, yeah, you don't need. I'm Christian. I'm Christian. Yeah, me too. I'm gonna sim this match. Yeah, I wanted Macho to win the European. This is Randy Orton '09. This guy is a little hard to get. He was a little tricky to get into my faction. What does that mean, Omar? Oh, that's cool, man. I'm glad, brother. You know, a lot of people that like wrestling and MMA and stuff like that are kind of following or trying to follow Christ more, and I love that, man. It's like very different than like Hollywood and stuff, you know. So I kind of like the you see like with on a lot of information. Yeah, I don't going at the top, but yeah, like Undertaker is what's the word? He became Christian. You know, Hulk. You know, a lot of these guys. Oh, thank you, Grandpa. Thank I didn't expect to do it either, dude. I'm like a weird person like that. Yeah, I go to church a lot, so I just kind of, I, I whip out the Bible at times. It's like I'm not ashamed of it, you know. I definitely, I think it's important. All right, here we go. IC title on the line. Amen, brother. God is good, brother. You know, trust in the Lord and lean not in your own understanding. You'd be surprised how far that takes you. Welcome home, Omar. Omar, you like the Bible lately? You read it and stuff? You should study it more. It's really good, man. I love it, man. It makes me feel like like there's a lot of hope, and it gives me hope that there's more to our existence. IC title on the line. We got Hulk Hogan versus Randy Orton. Omar, I just think this modern culture we live in today is just very toxic, Omar. Women, a lot of women, and I love women, but they think who they are, and men are foolish too. Omar, we live in a very strange time, man. I don't know. These times it is these the times we live in are very odd. Let me see. I've been a Christian since I was 8, and the things I've been through, I know God has a plan for me. I mean, I've almost God has protected me ever since. Amen, man. Give him all the glory. That's what you're doing. That's a good heart for the Lord right there, and he will have a plan for you.
Throughout history, there have been laws and rules to keep society moving. Tonight, no such thing. And that's the way we like it, Cole. No rules, just raw power and straight up
How's
anarchy.
life, Omar? You
This
still
is what
going out with that
certainly
girl and
causes
everything?
superstars to thrive in the chaotic atmosphere of extreme rules. Ah, you're right, Byron. It helps if you have a screw loose. You said it, not me. Speaking of having a couple of screws loose, I think I'm going a little nuts myself working alongside you two. Leg breaker. Couple of them connecting.
That's good, Omar.
Straight into the face to finish it off. The Viper is facing a bit of danger here. Halter showing that colossal power he possesses. Discus push. The champ taking a bit of damage. He's already feeling the damage of extreme rules. I hope he prepared for more of this. Ooh, that could knock you out.
We got it covered, guys, for the championship.
Kicks out at just
Yeah, I know, Omar.
and that's a hold him down.
He dodges out of danger.
Love it or hate it, there's a certain toughness that's brought out in no DQ matches.
Yeah, no DQ matches can really test just how much a superstar can take.
Hard work, God first. I'll check it out.
More than they expected. For certain superstars,
I like some good
they unlock a new part of
good
their
Christian
personality.
songs.
Saw what was coming and got out of dodge quick. Come on, there's no fair play in that. Now, that was a very questionable attack. I think it goes beyond any gray area.
Tossed aside. And Hogan continuing his charge.
This can't be how Randy Orton envisioned this match
So it's
going.
my friend.
Oh, ouch.
That last attack really took a toll on the champ.
We are well into this match, and Hogan's Pythons still pack a serious punch.
Second, my friend. That's all right.
Oh my goodness. What a smash.
So I'm simming this match. Some of them I play, some of them I sim. This one I'm simming because I really don't care who wins. I kind of want Randy to win, to be honest. But if Hogan wins, that's cool. More of the 2002 Hogan. Just made him bald. I don't like when he wrestles with the do-rag on. It kind of... I like him with the bald look. It's funnier.
Which way he uses that ladder, there's going to be a crash. The Hulkster's setting it up.
Omar, you think Hulk Hogan is an attractive man?
The Viper in bad shape here. Going to be hard to stop the Hulkster here. He's making his way to ringside now. Lifted up. What's next? Slid behind. Look to the left knee. Oh, God. Drilled right into the post. He's looking for an implement
Nice,
of
Omar.
destruction under the ring.
You know, Steven plays the Pokemon MMORPG. I don't know. You know Steven, Omar. I don't know.
Nothing fancy
I
there.
don't know if that's good though. I heard it's pretty rough. Amen, Flaming Boss. Well, you know, Flaming Boss. Jesus did say that when people follow him, it's going to cause division at times, right? We hear that in the Bible. It's in Matthew, and I believe I could pull it up, but yeah, it says people are going to be divided, because. But you keep doing what your heart tells you to do. The Lord regenerated your heart, and you're following Christ. That's all that matters, not what other people think. And you never know. Be a light to the world, man. Be a light to the darkness, and you wouldn't be surprised. Maybe keep planting seeds in your family, maybe years down the line, and do it in a smart way, right? Don't hammer the Bible over their head, but if you never know, they could come to Christ with you. Steven plays a Pokemon MMORPG on the computer. It requires that you have like the different ROMs for the regions or something.
The champion's taking a task here.
I'm positive this wasn't in his game plan. But if he wants to survive this match,
Uh-oh.
he needs to come up with a new plan ASAP.
But you can set like graphic packs and all sorts of stuff.
And what's he looking for here?
That's cool, but are we going to be able to get it? I sent Nintendo on the day that pre-orders came out. I sent them that I wanted to buy one, but never heard from them. I don't know if it's going to be super hard to get.
Into the barricade. And he finds the answer for the holster.
Here we go.
Amen, brother. That's how you look at it. Like, that's how you got to look at it. Brother. I like your heart, man. You got a humble heart.
Trap. Oh, stop right to the hand. And he throws the opposition back into the ring.
Big forearm. Ooh, merciless looking blow. The defensive elbow to the gut ends that.
Nah, you're not old, dude. I'm old. I'm 40 years old, man. I got gray hairs already. All you guys are young, man. I'm sure you're younger than me. I'm sure. And Omar, I don't know who's younger, you or Omar, but Omar's well. How old are you? Oh wow. Okay, wait a minute. Then you're not young. I'm guessing you're in your 30s, late 30s, maybe. And Omar, you're what? 18 now.
And Hogan's finding the momentum in this one.
Oh, okay. Never mind. You're still very young.
And now thrown back into the ring. We got a new champ here. Kicked out.
No time to hesitate. You can feel the end coming.
Scoop slam by Hook.
Uh-oh, the leg drop. Oh no! I think Hogan's gonna get it.
The challenger might have what it takes to win this. Making the most of that with the pin.
Dude, Hogan never puts over for anybody, even in the games, man.
A night and title change. We will all remember for a very long time. He's fought like a champion this whole match, and now he has the title to prove it.
Omar, look at Hogan. You think he's a handsome man, Omar? A real American. I like the animations of him though. He's so goofy. All right, he won the IC title. What are you gonna do? He always somehow doesn't like it. Doesn't work for me, brother. You know the old Hogan meme. Let me tell you something, dude. It doesn't work for me, brother. All right, we got Shawn Michaels. We got Shawn Michaels versus Sting. Let's do this. I'm gonna play Shawn. I want Shawn to keep the title. Sting. There's a good chance Sting will win if I sim it. So. Yeah, I'm from Queens, New York.
The WWE Universe just exploded.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a reminder, the championship is on the line here tonight. And in looking at the opposition, I can say that the champion will have quite the hill to climb.
Yeah, I got a New York accent. This Sting is not in the game. It's a core, a created wrestler, but it's actually a very good one, man. I gotta say, one of the best cores out there. I usually don't like to put cores in my universe mode, but this one I had to. I only have a few, like Ahmed Johnson, Sting, Owen Hart, like a few guys like that. I don't have too many cores. I don't really like using cores because they don't have commentary. There he is, the most flamboyant, charismatic wrestler of all time. Ha 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 ha. That's cool, man. Some shift up. And these get weak.
Mr. WrestleMania, the showstopper. We can go on and on, but nothing does the justice of watching Shawn Michaels perform like opening your eyes.
All right, here we go. Falls count anywhere match.
And the champ is staring daggers right back at the opposition.
That's cool, man. Yeah, man. All right. I'm definitely going to try to make this a good match. I'm not going to totally stomp him. Oh, no! Whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, my God. I tried to do the 2 count. Nah. You're going to do a rematch. You're going to do a rematch. That don't count. That's all right. All right. I tried to do a 2 count for the memorable moments, but sometimes I messed it up.
We've caught a superstar in our lap at these things. Oh, Byron, you're not exactly good at counting anything. No way. Suicide dive. Whatever it takes to win.
No sign of hesitation, and that risk gained big rewards.
Set straight into the barricade.
Uh-oh. DDT. Oh.
Armringer applied. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna snap the finger. The champ's joints twisted and pulled. Vicious attack. Getting carried to a vulnerable position here. Oh my goodness.
Come on, Heartbreak Kid.
And he slides him back to the mat.
Slam, making it look easy.
And there's some disrespect placed on that move against Michaels. The unpredictable nature of this match can help turn the tides, though. From the heavens. Oh, brutal miscalculation. Shot to the chest. The thing about falls count anywhere match is
These two going strike for strike, it seems.
They're going blow for blow.
Slugging away with everything they've got. Two titans trading strikes and refusing to back down. This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders.
This thing is getting cocky.
that'll turn your skin red. Ooh. And a kick. Oh, look at this. Just cranking the head. That's gotta hurt. Just cranking the head. He's hurled out and crashes down to the floor. Oh no, look out. Here we go. That's called changing.
Shawn Michaels clearing the announce table.
Area.
I have a feeling there's more to come, Corey.
Fishing for something beneath the ring. Oh boy, it's a baseball bat. Hoping to end this match with one big swing.
Throwing their stuff with such disregard for their opponent.
Uh-oh.
He's able to reverse it. He's looking for something. This could get dangerous. He's looking at
Oh, what a chair shot.
with that chair. Hits the mark. Challenger looking fairly run down at this stage.
HBK delivering, and you can tell he senses crunch time is coming. Delivering the suplex.
Omar, you still there?
Caught that and reversed it. Power slam. The challenger is going for it. He gets the shoulder of it too.
He really thought that was it.
Shawn Michaels looks battered.
Looking for something, anything under the ring. The universal signal
Oh, with the Singapore cane.
Entered the fray.
Oh no. Look what we have here. He has no idea what's coming his way.
Oh, look at this. Measuring. He's about to unleash something big. No doubt about it. This is just adding extreme insult to injury. Suplex. The champ's slowing down some now.
Come on, Sean.
This is where you need to fight harder. Don't let the falls count anywhere stipulation get to your hip.
Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy.
Connecting with a sharp elbow.
Anybody in here still or no?
My God.
Oh, kick to the midsection. Scorpion death drop. Just did. Damn. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You gotta be kidding me. What just happened?
I don't know, but I think it just blew the roof off this arena. It is unreal that this match is still going on after a maneuver that would end most matches.
Yes, he hit. Title in the balance.
Shoulder shoots up before two. Somehow still in this fight. Not down and out yet.
Oh, dropping the bow.
The champ is looking hopeless here. This could be the defining moment of this match for him. What does he do now? Oh, God.
Heartbreak Kid versus Sean. This is one heck of a battle here.
And he re-enters into the ring. Scaling the
Oh, what is Sean doing? High risk maneuver.
taking flight.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez, these competitors need help. They are just surrounded by the rubble of our announce table.
Goes for the pin. He breaks the ref's count before two. And into the cover. Releasing the pin. He's adding insult to injury.
All right, let's do a comeback. Oh.
He's looking banged up here, guys. Stun gun. And this one could be moving to ringside. Moving into the ring.
Great ring awareness, Sid. Flying forearm delivered by HBK. Michaels back up. Atomic drop delivered. And the body slam. High risk.
Oh, and he misses the elbow.
Critical time in this matchup.
This is a time to dig deep.
Champ's down. This one's
Could this be the end of a... Ah! All right, you know what? Sting will... Should we let Sting keep the belt? I mean, it was a fair and square win.
what a shift into the tides with this championship match.
A great blend of tenacity and physical skill brings home the gold.
And we could do that. I don't know. Should we let him keep the belt? And all right, let's let him keep the belt. That's fine. You know, if it's fair and square match, I just let it go through this sometimes. But if it's like something, if I make a big mistake or something, sometimes I don't. I also wasn't trying to really win there. I was just trying to put on a good match, a good rating. Universe mode, I do not treat like my faction mode. My faction mode, I definitely, you know, it's all about winning in that because I need to get the persona cards or whatever. Universe mode, I try to make it more like a TV show, which means I allowed myself to get beat up more. I'm going to do something a little different. We're going to put a triple threat match. Sting is going to be here. And it's going to be the opening match, not the end, for the title. Question is, who deserves the who deserves the second man here? I mean, the third man. We gotta go down this list here. Randy K just lost the IC title. We can't. Randy Orton. I mean, we can't put him. I'm trying to see in my universe. We could do. No, Hogan just got the IC title. We could do Triple H. Or we could do Stone Cold. Let's do Stone Cold. Because he had the belt before, too. Alright. So Sting is immediately getting challenged on the following Monday Night Raw into a triple threat match between Austin and Shawn Michaels and then Sting. We're starting this card with the championship matches first. Alright, so who's the tag team? Mosh and Thrasher, which I really don't like that tag team championship. Shawn Michaels lost the world title to Sting. But there's going to be a triple threat now between Stone Cold, which was my last champion, and Shawn and Sting in the following Monday Raw. So we're going to put here, we're doing all the top, we're doing a reverse card. Championship matches in the beginning. Alright, so we got the Brothers of Destruction. Make sure I got that. I don't even know how Mosh and Thrasher became champions. I must have simmed it. Alright, so we got the Brothers of Destruction versus Mosh and Thrasher. We got the world title on the line. Intercontinental title is going to be this match. We'll do Extreme Rules. Who's the Intercontinental? Hogan, right? So... Okay. Oh, I didn't do the championship match. Welcome back. Are you still there? Sometimes I wish things would stick a little better on this. Do you have this game? It's all right. It's pretty good. I mean, I fear for the next year game. I think they're gonna get more egregious with microtransactions and stuff, which I hope they don't. But now, what are we gonna do? European title? Who has the European title? Macho Man, right? Does he need to defend it? Nah. We're gonna do a promo. Bret Hart's gonna cut a promo. And the person he goes against doesn't matter, right? Because in promos it really doesn't matter. So, okay, so we gotta figure this. I got you. You watch wrestling then? Gotcha. Why is this isn't supposed to tell me who I'm going up against, but I have to do a different promo then. That's cool. Let's see how we could do. Let's see what promos we can do. We can call out Bret Hart, hypes up the crowd by laying down an open challenge. We could do an accept an open challenge. Okay, let's try that. Who's gonna call out for it? Let's see here. No. Ultimate Warrior? Nah, he's not a talker. Ahmed Johnson? Alright. Well. So Ahmed Johnson's gonna talk smack. Ahmed Johnson's gonna talk smack. And Brett's gonna respond. Alright, that seems like Alright, take it easy, boss. Take it easy, Flame Boss. Hope you come by another time. Sorry, stream's a little boring. I know it's only not many people here. No problem, man. It's fairly good. Fairly good card.
is a triple threat match and is for the WWE Championship. Introducing the challenger from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252
ornery and
pounds.
mean as ever. I can tell you there are only two things on Austin's mind right now. That's kicking some you-know-what and then cracking a few cold ones.
Yeah, the sheer determination Austin has in the ring really is on another level, especially when he's facing someone he's taking issue with.
Austin might just be the all-time grudge holder here in WWE. When he decides it's on him to take you down, he can truly be a fearsome opponent.
Representing D-Generation X from San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
What began as a boyhood dream has evolved into a staple of Shawn Michaels' reality. You are looking at one of the greatest of all time.
We are about to see something good.
Remember, guys, the title's on the line here in this one.
And I don't remember the last time the champ was in this much jeopardy, Cole. Tonight might just be the night the title changes hands.
Many are predicting a title change here tonight, but this man is looking to prove otherwise. And we've been waiting for this, a triple threat match, one fall to a finish between three very hungry competitors.
Egos, feelings, and bodies are about to be hurting this one, Cole. That's just what happens when you add a third to the mix.
Numbers are already stacked against the champion, and that just made things worse. Had Michaels scouted there.
Byron, what kind of mindset
mindset do you have to thrive in a no DQ match?
You have to be willing to both dish it out and take it, Michael. Sure, there's a thrill of being able to use a chair without the worry of disqualification, but you have to remember that you're not the only one with that freedom.
Yeah, swing that chair as freely as you want, but be prepared to feel it swung back at you sooner rather than later. Oh, what a knee lift.
He connects with a counter.
And he gets directed into the corner. In the corner.
The champ isn't backing up, bringing the lightning and thunder with every single strike. Full impact. Our champion is getting rocked a little. The rattlesnake heads up high.
From way up, John Michaels sending a clear message here.
And he heads back into the ring. He's looking to take things to the outside now.
Oh my goodness, unrelenting attack from the challenger there. You can see their desire for the gold. As the Hook looking for sliced bread.
Oh, countered into a power slam. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up. Neck breaker excellently executed. Oh my gosh!
Holy, meet the barricade.
Gets lifted into position. Oh my goodness.
Face first into the barricade.
And that might have surprised Michaels a bit.
Yeah, and this is the hostility Austin wanted to bring.
Back into the ring now.
Sean is in the zone and letting the opposition know it.
There it is. Reversal.
Oh, nice bulldog.
Forced the move by throwing an elbow into the midsection. Boom, what a punch. Oh my God, a clothesline.
We all know what he's thinking here.
Big forearm.
Spine buster.
The champ is starting to suffer.
This is what happens in a triple threat match. Might be time to regroup and let the other two duke it out for a bit.
And now heading back inside the ring.
Oh, tracking the kendo stick across the head.
What's he hoping to find out there?
And we know when he has a chair in hand, things get messy in a hurry.
Steering clear there.
Veteran instincts from Austin. Boom! And into the pin. Title on the line.
Austin with stunner. We might be moments away from crowning a new champ.
Down. 3-2 count. Title still on the line.
You can never count the Heartbreak Kid out, guys. Michaels refuses to concede this fight.
Anger is starting to show on the face of Austin. I think the Rattlesnake will do anything to close this out.
What we are seeing from these superstars is almost unreal.
And defying all sense of reason, they continue to fight tooth and nail. Oh, HB Shizzle, not above some mind games, it appears.
Taking to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count.
Up in the electric chair, down for the drop.
Oh, stomping away. Damage starting to affect the challenger.
Michael showing why he's counted among the greats. Tough to contend with someone with this blend of agility and power.
Stops the incoming attack with a knee to the face.
Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
Stone Cold with the best press.
Hammered away with the right hand.
Austin just looking to humiliate his opponents.
Flying forearm from Shawn Michaels.
He's in a very bad spot, totally out of it.
Tossed back into the ring.
Austin with stop
For the title.
And the glory.
It's a cover. New champ. A new
Impressive stuff.
And things getting started for these three in this triple threat match.
This one's going to test these superstars' creativity. It's going to take outside-of-the-box thinking to prevail against two other competitors. You hit a move like that, you're not just trying to win, you're trying to keep your opponent down indefinitely.
Getting him right into the corner. Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
Just punishing their opponent.
Can't prepare your face for that.
Oh, schoolboy! Shoulders down here! He's able to end the pin count there. Whoa, leaping through the air.
Boom, right in the butt. How do you win a no DQ match, or even survive it? By being fearless?
You can't let this chaotic and dangerous match intimidate you into playing it safe.
Boom! Steve Austin early cover for the title. And a good strong kick out there.
Probably knew that wasn't going to be enough at this stage, but every time you cover your opponent, you make them kick out. Every kick out exerts energy.
Shades of the old EC dub as a kendo stick is introduced to the proceedings.
Oh my goodness, that might have snapped a finger.
You really have to know your anatomy to contort the human body like we just saw.
Not looking good. In this position.
Ooh, nasty shot to the throat.
Bulldog brings them down.
Stomping. Ouch. He's getting back up, but I don't think he's going to like what he finds.
Oh, the wind just knocked right out with that. Getting back into the ring now.
Sidewalk slam! Almost drove him through the ring.
Oh, and a right hand for good measure.
Vicious right forearm.
Oh, knee right through the stomach.
Looking to seal the deal, guys.
Gets the shoulder up after one.
Just using the adrenaline to stay in the match. We're no closer to a winner just yet. Down with the goal buster.
Carrying the opposition. What's the thought here? Oh, right to the throat. Headlock applied, and a nice short jab to the bridge of the nose.
Oh, for the title. Stopping the ref's count just in time. Electric chair, big Hurricanrana to counter. Clearly thinking a steel chair is what's needed right about now.
Being placed in the corner here.
Chair in hand, bad intentions in mind.
Oh, my God.
He's just taunting his victim now.
And what need is there to go looking under the apron like this?
Bringing out that kendo stick means he is truly willing to go to the extreme. Boom!
Taking full advantage of the foreign object in play
tuning up the band.
Here comes sweet chin music.
They just went as bad as it could for the champ. Delivers the cross body. Such a heart on display from HBK.
Few can match the pace that Shawn Michaels sets. Oh no, has him lined up for the kill shot.
Big elbow.
Cover for the championship. Stopping the ref's count at 2.
How in the world did he kick out?
Not a good spot to be in. Oh, God, face first.
And Austin, Luthez press, Luthez press.
Look at him go.
Luthez press, raining down right hands.
The Texas Rattlesnake is giving Michaels more than he can handle.
You have to respect these men for taking it to the next level. This one's becoming too close to call.
It's hard to predict how this one will end. Look at this.
Oh, from the rope.
Title in the balance with the pin.
He breaks up the pin attempt. Lots of damage under the challenger now.
Yeah, this is where things enter even more dangerous territory in a triple threat. Up high. Wow, cross body.
Uh-oh, he's searching for something.
Now we're talking. This sledgehammer might be what decides this match.
Evades the attack. Ooh, sledgehammer to the body. This is not for the faint of heart.
He's heading back to the ring.
Stone.
No! Suicide dive to the outside.
Cole does it better.
Risking it all and able to connect like a homing missile. Flying forearm smash from the Heartbreak Kid.
Michael's in a familiar spot. We know what's next.
Music! Are you kidding me?
We might see a new champion crown.
And Stone Cold can't find a way off the blocks.
Austin's having trouble assessing the situation.
The WWE Universe is showing their appreciation for the action they're seeing.
It has been an absolute war out there. These superstars' efforts are not lost on this crowd.
He looks like he's about to put his opponent in their place.
Driven into the steel steps. Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned?
He's in a bad way, but still has something left in the tank.
Oh, and it's reversed. Oh, right to the gut. Set him up. Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. Taking this thing out onto the floor now. Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
He is in the zone, and he wants everyone to know it.
Oh, man.
And just in time, he gets out of there. Neck breaker excellently executed.
Elbow drop.
Piercing.
Heads outside the ring.
And no countouts means he can take his time.
Oh, a cheap shot right above the eye. Oh, knee right to the spine.
Stumbling to his feet, he might just be rising to meet his end here.
Oh, look at this power. Uh-oh.
Pin. Taylor.
What's he doing?
He had this match in the bag.
I don't know what they're looking for here.
Got in a bag, and here I am without any peanuts.
Oh, whipped right into the diamond-plated steel.
Big plans in mind from Austin.
Heading back to the ring. Catches a punch.
Oh, kick to the gut. to the throat. And here's Shawn Michaels now in the corner, tuning on the band. Look at there's a sweet chin music.
Austin had that one scouted.
Clothesline takes him down.
Forget about it. What a match.
It's total madness in here. Ooh, elbow strike.
Gets out of the ring. What's going to happen now?
And he's going with the great equalizer here, the steel chair.
Set him up.
Hammer right to the gut. Boom. Trying to string together as many hits with that weapon as possible.
Shutting that down with the back elbow.
He'll make his way to the ring. That's the flamboyancy of the Heartbreak Kid for you. Here it is. Boom. Scorpion death drop.
That's it. The title's going nowhere.
And they get the pin right there.
Strong right forearm.
Austin with
Stone Cold. Stone Cold. Stone Cold. Stone cover. And he saves the matchup.
got him lined up, and it's only a Austin with
Stone Cold.
Oh, we headed towards a title change.
Oh, knee to the breadbasket. Double axe handle.
We have a pin for the title. He kicks out at 2.
This is insanity.
Did you expect anything less? Oh, man.
Right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow. Down opponent. And a double axe handle smash.
Austin applying the pressure.
Yeah, Austin is really sticking it to Michaels.
Landing a big hit with that hammer.
Face first with a waistlock takedown.
Here comes the Hall of Fame, Mr. WrestleMania.
Sweet chin music.
Challenger comes up big.
Fights back against Stone.
Sweet chin music from out of nowhere. They're just not as bad as it could for the champ.
Kick out.
Austin somehow kicked out. I cannot believe the beating he's been able to endure.
And Michaels is so used to ending matches like this. Tonight is not going to be an easy one for HBK.
Straight to the knee.
And slides back into the ring.
Side headlock applied.
Good measure.
Austin in a state of distress now.
And Austin is overwhelmed by Michael's offense.
Oh, man.
Evasive maneuvering there. There's the bulldog. It is his time to take care of business.
Dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Catches away.
Chess match of counters and reversals happening here.
Oh, painful gutbuster.
Running elbow drop on target.
The showstopper looking as motivated as ever.
And we just saw some serious offense. Neck breaker.
Austin getting in his opponent's face. I don't think the censors would like the venom that's coming out of the rattlesnake's mouth right now.
Austin hits the stunner.
The challenger might have what it takes to win this. Big forearm.
Facebuster.
Man, that was vicious.
That is a bad man with a hammer in hand.
Down on the ground, getting pummeled by that hammer.
himself, defending the championship like he did.
A pretty impressive defense. Challengers might think twice before coming at him now.
We've got triple threat action here tonight. No disqualifications, no countouts.
This is a match that favors the opportunists. There can only be one winner, and the one who strikes at the right moment will score that impressive victory here. Big punch finds its mark.
Up and down. What a slam.
Right to the kidneys. Take it over.
Go for the win here.
And he stops the count.
Oh, catapulting down on the opponent.
In a no disqualification match, you never want to be the superstar on the wrong end of a chair or a kendo stick, or whatever else might be hiding under the ring. You want to be the one inflicting that punishment because that's how you control the pace and the match as a whole.
Denying the attack from Michaels.
Russian leg sweep. Vicious right forearm.
Inverted atomic drop, not finished yet, Byron.
Oh, how about the leg drop combo?
Look at this. Vicious backbreaker. These attacks on the champ are adding up.
Michaels coming at it with incredible intensity.
Stomping down.
Only running on instinct to keep fighting. Completely lost otherwise.
Defiant counter from HBK. And now he's back into the ring. What a shot! Hard impact down the back.
Big time clothesline. Good grief. He's quick to get out of the way there.
Bulldog. Clearly hoping something nefarious is beneath the ring.
And now with the kendo stick in hand, he's ready to do some real damage.
Whack! This is turning into Swanson Street.
Looking to seal the deal, guys.
No, he kicks out.
He's not letting fatigue set in or get the better of him. Incoming.
Right to the kidneys from behind. Flying forearm.
HBK really stopped Stone Cold's heartbeat with that one.
He goes back into the ring here. Hard landing.
Did you see that? Propelled through the air.
The champ is pinned. We might have a new champion here. Just kicks out.
The frustration might be starting to set in.
Ooh.
Cuts the attack off. He counters with a great reversal. Slam. Jumping DDT.
My. Ooh. Just.
We're going to shut this down.
Stopping the pin there. champ is in agony. Oh, sweet chin music.
That might have just sealed the deal on us having a new champ.
Makes the cover. It's over. The reign is over.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Champion, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He goes home with the gold tonight.
This is the kind of moment you dream about as a competitor. Bravo to him.
Triple threat rules, no disqualifications, no countouts. The only way to win is to pin or submit one of the other two competitors in this match.
Up and knee right to the spot. Oh, nothing fancy here. Instant victory. Backed up. And Michaels kicks out.
Love the confidence, but it's a little early for that.
Oh, man. Woo-wee. Up to the electric chair, down for the drop.
What a clothesline!
Ouch. Boom.
Oh, he timed that counter well.
Oh my goodness!
Just punishing their opponent.
In a triple threat match, is it better to stay on the sidelines while your two opponents wear each other out?
It's a nice idea, Michael, but your competition is going to notice if you're out of action. Then they might both come after you, which is absolutely the worst case scenario.
He quickly slides into the ring. Austin wards the attack off.
Oh, man, inverted backbreaker. Ow.
Oh, got a clothesline! Put in the corner now.
Steve Austin planted one there. Oof. The champ looking a little worse for wear.
Good old Stone Cold just delivering a straightforward beatdown.
Elbow drop.
Piercing. The early quick cover, title on the line.
He did not want things to end this way. Oh, just nailing the double axe handle.
Oh, brutal forearm. Waiting for him to get back on his feet so he can strike.
Double the attack. Oh, the double backbreaker.
I like this strategy. Find an ally, clean house together, and settle it between the two of you at the end.
Looking for something, anything under the ring.
Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, batter up.
Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace. The champ with the cover.
Doing whatever it takes to keep this one alive.
He wants his crowd on their feet. He wants them to make some noise.
And here we go, returning to the ring.
Oh, down by the DDT.
Turns it into a pin attempt.
Vicious right forearm.
Fez press and then
Ruthless press by Austin. And now he's just dropping bombs.
Double leg takedown. Got the shoulders down.
here we go for the championship. Strong kick out late into the match.
Look at the look on his opponent's face, Cole. He can't believe it.
Big back body drop.
You see the height on that?
The challenger is getting torn.
Austin with Stone Cold Stunner. We might be moments away from crowning a new champ.
Arm wringer.
Ooh, eats a big right.
Suplex. Cover to be crowned champion. The champion with a quick shoulder up.
I can't believe it. He just won't go away.
Oh, got Austin back. What a drop kick. This is a situation you want to avoid.
We'll take things into the ring.
Calculating the next move here. Our champion feeling the effects of all the offense so far.
I mean, at this point, a triple threat, you could be a lot worse off.
He quickly gets out of dodge. Oh, look at this power.
This is unholy. Look at that for reps.
That is something else. Rough landing. And these guys are trying to prove they belong.
The champ goes for the cover. Almost ended it there.
He just won't give up.
Working on the leg. That's the flamboyancy of the Heartbreak Kid for you.
Austin off the ropes. Elbow right to the heart. Hits him with the gut.
Going for the pin. Title on the line.
New champion. I can't believe it.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Champion, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And he's our new champion. What a win.
He had the championship mindset going into this match, and now he has the hardware to go along with it.
triple threat is possibly one of the most challenging matches a superstar could agree to.
No rules, no friends. And even if you were friends beforehand, a triple threat match makes enemies of everyone.
It's easy to overthink going into this match, but the best way to ensure victory here is to adapt to every moment.
Oh, brutal forearm.
Dodges away.
Did you hear that impact? Placed him in the corner here. Jumping DDT.
My. Oof.
A reversal. He saw that coming.
Oh, what a hip toss. There's a lot of hard ways to land, but that might be the hardest.
In a triple threat match, what is something that needs to be in the forefront of your mind, Byron?
You don't want to lose track of your opponents. With two of them in there and no disqualifications, danger is constantly looking. Losing focus of either opponent could end up in a disaster quickly.
Drop kick. Beautiful. Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here.
Run! He's got his hand on the stick! Gets put into the barricade.
And he's pulled the ring apron up, looking under there for something.
Sean is in the zone and letting the opposition know it.
Oh! Michaels turns that around. And gets tossed back into the mat.
Oh, what a knee lift.
Somebody better check his nose.
The champion looking slightly rocked now.
And Stone Cold looks like he is dead set on dishing out some more humiliation.
What a display of strength here.
Right across the larynx.
Planted with the bulldog. The champion into the pin. And a kick out at two.
Close call. That was almost lights out.
Boom! Read that one. There's the old, the stump pump, the pin for the championship. And that breaks up the pin.
Big forearm.
Big back body drop. Oh, did you hear that? And Austin's plans fail there.
Power slam.
Headlock. Ooh, a cheap shot right above the eye. Face first with a waistlock takedown.
Oh, he saw it coming.
Slam. What impact.
Moonsault.
Heading to the top turnbuckle now.
High risk. With the elbow drop. Takes another trip to the skies, and it pays off once again.
Big back body drop. What elevation. These attacks are clearly the champ is pinned. We might have a new champion here. He breaks up the pin. Stops the referee's count.
Sweet chin music. Can the champ recover from that? Sean feeling a sense of confidence here.
Here he is, heading back into the ring.
Look at this.
Oh, and a backbreaker.
Right to the spine. And you're looking to cause quick. Watch out. That was terrible, Byron.
Quickly transition. Shoulders are down.
Uh-oh.
That'll leave a mark.
Oh, right into a counter.
He's been taken hold of. DDT! Oh, my goodness.
Ah, what a smash.
That is just insulting.
Sharp jab. Series of strikes to the back.
This might be it.
Ending the 3 count.
Oh, place knee. Right to
Shoulders down to retain. Yeah, no, he doesn't get the 3.
getting that is huge.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. Gets driven into the corner. It is unbelievable what these athletes have been putting each other through. Absolutely pushing each other beyond any normal human's limits.
Closed fist pump. Inside cradle apply, shoulders down.
Shoulders up before two.
Wow. He's got that look in his eye. It's go time. Caught with that sharp elbow. Oh, man.
Ooh, effective body blow. Flying forearm from Michaels.
Drop kick. A definite. Tuning in off the bed. It is time.
Sweet chin music.
Into the
Would
cover.
that be enough to gain the title?
Austin
Star by the rattlesnake.
We might see a new
Has the champ pin. Is this it? And the title's changing hands.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Champion, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What a championship win for him.
He rose to the occasion and is adding champion to his resume.